Spower. Spower messaged me right after they won, and he was asking, bro.
This was my question last year as well, I remember. Where do you think we lack with respect to global teams? Because, see, our region, we consider it, yeah, this BMPS was a really fierce competition, amazing matches. Anything that was happening was like just, calculated from the teams and all. But this has been a thing for us, for Indian teams. Whenever we go to global, we do not get the expected results. What is still, like, what is or slash what are those things that still just haunt us in the international lobbies?
So I'm actually going to start with a positive, Ocean, because last time we had this discussion, right, I said fragging power with a shotgun is lacking. I don't believe that's the case anymore. I feel like there's been a lot, especially of WoW show matches, 4v4s happening between, I think there was one between Nongshim Red Force and who was it? It was DSG, so Godlike, I think, or something like that. But there've been a lot of scrims.
Yeah.
And fragging wise, at least these two teams, right, Orangutan and Godlike, I would say have what it takes to win fights in a global lobby. So fragging wise, we're good. I would say India's looking really solid. Could you maybe improve synergy and communication and stuff? Maybe a little bit, as you could always, right, for any team.
Yeah.
But at least the gun skill, thumbs up. I feel like there's been a big improvement, and shotgun is not as strong as it used to be. It's been nerfed a little bit, right, because SMGs just keep getting buffed. So I think this is actually going to favor the Indian teams quite significantly. Someone keeps saying, Maxman, you look super calidocious. Okay, yeah. Wow. Thank you, Lawrence.
Yes. Maxman looks that. Yes, that.
Yeah. But no, so that's a positive, right? Fragging power is looking good, looking decent. One thing I want to see worked on, and this is more of a sentiment on the entire BGMI region, which is in-game, there's a big lack of direction, Ocean, sometimes I feel like. I see some pushes for like, I think it was in the finals of, what was the last one? BMPS, right?
Yes.
I was seeing pushes on sheds that realistically had no value in that particular circle. There was a circle, I think it was down south of military base.
Okay.
And I see people just driving around them but there are so many better options. I prefer you aim to take a fight against a team that is still as a 4-man. And if you win the fight, you gain a lot of value in terms of position in that zone instead of going for a position that really, you're just going to get stuck. So for me, it's just about decision-making and committing to a play that could reward, not always a chicken dinner, because that's kind of unachievable to always get a win, but that will always get you that step closer to a podium finish, which is why I always think a team should aim for is get to top 3. If you get a win, that's just something on top, cherry on top, perfect. So I would say right now, lack of direction and decision-making is something that I'm a little bit hesitant on. But again, that's in general. I feel like teams like Orangutan, well, especially Orangutan, because they played PMGC last year, are going to adapt, are going to have definitely a way better macro than what we saw back in their regional tournament.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. Because, PMGC last year.
Yeah.
But otherwise, as a whole, I would say that's my biggest glaring issue as of right now. Actually, would you agree or not on that?
I have a follow-up question just on this. You said, you talked about the fact that for the teams, for a southern side of the military-based circle, like there are those kind of circles are very unconventional circles for our region, right? We do not play those kind of circles usually. Last year, this time BMPS usually had a zone meta kind of a thing where most of the circles were actually forming around either Gatka side or southern side of Yasna. There were majority of the circles. So if something comes up really unconventional for us, that is either very southern side of military base or a zone like Zaki or a circle like maybe Stalberg, Kamishki area and all, our teams, I feel, sometimes forget their natural style of gameplay, like the usual gameplay that they will actually play around a place of Gatka. Like if the circle is actually around Gatka, right? There are like 6 to 8 houses around Gatka, so they will not try to push from one house to the other house until unless it's very, very, very necessary. They'll still hold their position. But if the circle is maybe, let's say, around a Zaki area, they'll try to take their vehicles, move around from one house to the other house, try to gather more and more information. What might just be a good strategy in internationals if we see an unconventional zone, unconventional circle to just play around? Let's say there are like 5 to 6 teams surviving. Let's say one Indian team is still surviving in that. We will still try to think of it because the instinct just takes over that, we should try and gather more information from one house to the other and all. But international teams, they play differently in those kind of circles. They still play patiently. They still just, will not do unnecessary pushes unless they actually have the confirmation that yes, they've knocked down 1 or 2 or more people and all. So what are the strategies to play around in these kind of unconventional zones, which are rare to see, but in a lobby like this, they might happen and we might just lose the game. Yeah.
See, it's kind of hard because when you're talking about these rare, unconventional circles, usually I would have to look at the specific circle and say, oh, for this circle in particular, you've got to do this, or this circle, you've got to do that, because it's very adaptable.
Let's take the example of that southern side of military-based circle, the one that the game that you
Okay, that one. So let me just try and memorize. So we had, so there was the shed, So
The
military, southern side, you have a
yeah.
shed, you have a road, you have a slight little like dirt pile, and then you got like,
Yes.
this is what I wanted to see. This is one thing that does make me feel sad for India, is you guys get barely any international exposure, so the teams need to go out of their own way to get that experience, which is what they're doing. And right after BMPS ended, who messaged me? I think it was Spower. Spower messaged me right after they won, and he was asking, "Bro, please give me the map feeds." I was like, "Okay, here you go, map feed for global tournaments, PMMI, PMGO." I was throwing it to him. Same for Aru. So it's good that they are trying to get that kind of these tools to try and just step up to the global level and see what is played globally. So that was also another good step from these teams. So
No, it's
hopefully it works out and helps.
Yeah, it's obviously like I've seen Aru's dedication. I mean, he's also in the same group as we are, you and me, like where we discuss the teams and all. And he's always like more or less like a lot vocal there. That's obviously one really good thing. I want to see. I want to ask you, how many regional rondos have you like followed? Rondo maps, the fights.
Like you mean in India?
India, international, China, Brazil.
Oh,
How many rondos have you followed? Yeah.
I have followed a ton. Okay, I have followed a massive amount. So and also I was playing Rondo on PC before it came out, so for longer than it's been on mobile. Yeah.
Horaa, there might be a clash there.
Godlike and Horaa. In which map? Are you talking still San Martin?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not free. Okay, that changes the discussion. So that's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's La Cobreria, not San Martin. That's La Cobreria's drop clash.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't hot drop. They really Rondo, yes. Miramar, Wrangle, no. I need to check. Can you show me what you're looking at? Because I'm still waiting to get the official drops.
I've sent it to you on Instagram DM.
Yeah, okay. Because yeah, someone's
please tell me. Even I don't know. Is it 16 wins for Horaa, 16 wins for Godlike? Please.
Yes, so we're talking just so bad, man. They like if it's Yasnai Poliana, go for it. If it's Los Leones, go for it. Not San Martin. It's too weird of a city to commit to.
It's 16 for Godlike and 4 for Horaa. But then again, those are scrims and all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If people are saying, "Oh, 16 Godlike, oh, they should commit to it." Sorry, but that's terrible because look at me in the eyes and tell me with certainty they're going to win it in PMWC. You never know. You never know what's going to be happening. And if a team sees that third-party opportunity from a distance, bam, you're done. And even if you just lose one player in your early game, your odds of a chicken dinner are just going to go down significantly. So yeah, for me, it's still a really bad decision. Horaa could leave. Godlike could leave. I don't really care. But one has to leave.
One thing about Manya in Indian scene is someone did, say it here. And that is that Manya does not give his drops. He does not give his drops. So...
I don't like that. That's not great. Adaptability is pretty important in the Battle Royale esports, but okay.
Okay. Wait, how do I?
You know what? Actually, some people might disagree with this, but I feel like a lot of teams, even global teams, don't know how to play Rondo really well. And the reason why I say that, everyone is like, "Oh, we have an extra life. We need to hot drop and get a crap ton of eliminations," which I get, right? You can get maybe 8-9 eliminations. It could be worth it. But everyone needs to keep in mind, you keep the recall towers on until basically just before Circle 5 pops, right?
Yeah.
So what I would like to see some teams try and do and stand out in Rondo by doing is going to be by not going for the hot drop. Like if you want to scout it from a distance, that's fine. But you try and be aggressive on teams hitting circle 2-3. And you keep one player on the back. So you got recall player.
Yeah.
You push, try and create an entry point. Weaken teams that already maybe used their recall.
Yeah.
But you got your recall available. So even if you do take the L, instant recall, try again. Or maybe go for a different rotation path. So you're kind of playing like Echo in League of Legends, right? Instant recall with the ult, send it back forward. So I feel like I would like to see more teams play it like that. There are a few, but not many, which is interesting. I'm going to drink. And trying to talk while I'm also out of breath is not the best.
This is what Flash is doing.
Yeah, which is good. Some teams are doing it, but it's just not many. And I wish we saw more teams try and do that.
OG is doing the same that Maxman is saying. Yeah, Maxman.